The Counterflow Counterflow filler. The Counterflow Counterflow filler. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. First off, most important thing, I have a massive shout out. I have a massive shout out for Dan ABA, Arrogant Bastard Ale Dan. If you have not subscribed to Dan ABA, go and subscribe to Dan ABA right now. Dan is in Las Vegas. He is a sour beer brewer. I actually have one of Dan's beers in my fridge that I will be partaking very soon. Hopefully, yes, I'm going to be sitting down with a tasting with another sour beer brewer, and we're going to put it through its test. Well, we're going to enjoy it actually. But a big shout out for Dan, because Dan is my hero. Dan is my wife's hero. Actually, let me tell you the story. Saturday, my time, Saturday lunchtime. As you know, my wife is over in Las Vegas filming a web series. And she sends me a text saying, "Help, stuck out in desert, 40-degree heat, can't get cab for next 4 hours. Can you help me?" Yes, hang on a minute, I'll just dispatch a cab from here. So what had happened is she was filming at the convention centre, and she needed to go pick up some camera equipment before the camera store closed. Now the camera store was about an 8-minute drive away from the strip, just sort of out in a suburb. So it's cool, she raced out there in a cab, jumped out, got her stuff sorted out, got it all in a case, wheeled it outside. The shop shut because it was 5:30 Friday night, and she rang a cab. And the dispatch at the cab office said, "I'm sorry, but you probably got about a 4-hour wait because it's Friday night in Las Vegas and all the cabs are busy." That's no damn good. It's 40 degrees and there's no air conditioning. She's outside. She'd melt. So she tried public transport and she couldn't get public transport either because the bag that she had was too big to get on a bus. No choice. Anyway, she texted me this, and because she knew that I knew Dan in Vegas, I gave Dan a message, and Dan went and picked up my wife and Andrew, the cameraman that she took along with her, and took them to safety and took them to air-conditioned luxury again. So, cheers Dan, that is greatly appreciated. You're my hero for saving my wife from the turmoil of a 40-degree desert. Great stuff. I owe you another beer. Actually, I will. I'll get you another beer sent over to you very soon. Paul Finney. Yeah, I missed one of his Homebrew Wednesday videos about a month ago. Paul put his balls on the line and he tasted his cock ale. Yeah. I said I'd taste his cock ale after he tasted his cock ale. So guess what? I'll go get Paul Finney's cock ale out of my fridge. Let's taste it. Oh, can't find it. Never mind. Oh, no, there it is. Let's see one in there. I do have 2 bottles. Cock ale, cock ale. Whoops. Point the camera in the right direction. Cock ale and cock ale. Let's just take that cock ale there. The other cock ale I'm going to share with Grant Baker. Yeah, you're not getting out of this, Grant. There. Whew. Cock ale. There we go. Focus on that. I said I'd drink it. So what better than in my butt plug glass? I got a slight cold, so I might not be able to smell. Here's a shot of Paul drinking his. If the chicken bone comes out, I'll fucking scream. You don't want the glunk in the bottom. Right. Anyway, that doesn't know about this, Paul Finney decided to do an experiment. Paul Finney runs Finneys Homebrew Emporium, and he is a gold sponsor of the SJ Pour Challenge 2014. So, if you are in the Canterbury area in New Zealand, go and see Paul Finney. Jump online, have a look and see what he's got and purchase some stuff, because Paul Finney's doing a great job in making sure that the SJ Paul Challenge gets their beers over there and we get the beers here, and you know the deal. He's also entering it, so that'll be interesting. But he did have a shop challenge. Oh, look at the colour of that, it's quite nice. He did have a shop challenge that he sort of does brews and asks for people's comments on what he should chuck in a brew. I think a couple of weeks ago I did a marshmallow brew with marshmallows in it and stuff. But he did a cocktail. So if you don't know what a cocktail is, look it up. This one's got KFC in it. Let's give it a crack, eh? Nice knowing you. I thought my nose was blocked. It's not, I can smell it. It smells like roast chicken. Oh well. Cheers. Furry. Wow. It has the aroma of a roasting pan after it's cooled down and you've taken the roast chicken out. It's got that sort of that cold chickeny fat sort of aroma. It's not too bad a aroma, I suppose. Unless you're a vegetarian and then you're fucked. But hey, a vegetarian wouldn't be drinking this beer, I don't think. The aroma's actually not too bad. A little bit sweety, but sort of what you expect it to smell like. Can't taste the 11 herbs and spices, but it's actually surprisingly nice. Sorry. It's actually surprisingly not unpleasant. Yeah. Cheers, Finny. See? There you go. I did drink it. It wasn't sleight of camera there and changing it. I am drinking your cock ale. Yum. Out of me butt plug glass. Something that doesn't happen every day, is it? My taste buds might be a little bit off, just with the cold, but I can definitely smell it, and it does taste fine. And I can't really pick up any faults in it apart from the fact that you put chicken in a beer. But it's not a fault. It's actually quite pleasant. It's not a bad beer. Well done. Yeah, that other bottle I will share. I'll definitely share that one around. Not that I wasn't going to share it, but you know, I might keep it now. Yum. Cool. Good stuff. Cheers, Finny. Alright, what else has been happening in the big wide world of brewing? I got my SJ Paul beer done. Another one. I didn't use my Counterflow. That's pretty cool. I used, there it is, over there, if you can see it. The Counterflow Counterflow filler. The Counterflow filler. Let's see if we can see it in the shot. Yes, the Parallel Counterflow chiller. Let's get a closer look at it. It is nearly complete, and it did have a virgin chill in the weekend. So that's right, I did use it for this beer. Bloop, 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 bloop. That is an SJ Paul beer. That's probably the SJ Paul beer I'm going to put in. I had my other two trial SJ Paul beers, which are good beers. Ooh, spin me right round, baby, right round. But they might be a bit on the spicy side, and one of them might be a little bit on the edge. So, not all palates may appreciate it. So I'm brewing another one, and I'm toning it down a little bit more. But anyway, back to the parallel counterflow chiller. It is set up, and the video about the build is coming very soon. Not actually, I'm still working on it because there's lots of footage, but it's all recorded pretty much. I just need to put it all together, which I ran out of time to do. This is temporarily sitting here. Well, actually this will be its final resting place, but some of the pipe work is a little bit temporary because I need a pump. I want to get another dedicated pump and put a dedicated pump down there for this. So I will change the way that the pipes come in and out, just to the keg. I'm probably, instead of at the bottom, I'm going to put in a recirculation back in the top, so the cool work goes in the top and pushes the hot work down and out and back into the pump again. So just little tweaks just for my own setup. But the Counterflow chiller was used and it worked exceedingly well. Well, just as well as my spiral, as my normal Counterflow chiller. It took the boiling work down to pitching temperature in 15 to 20 minutes, around about then, done, simple, no leaks, no burst pipes, held its integrity, so I'm pretty happy about that. What else has been happening in the world of homebrew? There are some new BJCP guidelines. That's right, Gordon Strong, the president of the BJCP, the Beer Judging Certification Program, they've rewritten the BJCP guidelines for beer. Yay! Last time it was looked at was 2008. 2004 with a couple of amendments in 2008. So hey, 10 years ago it was updated properly. So it's been updated again. So interesting stuff. Now this was all talked about at Mashington in Michigan, the National Homebrew Conference in America last week. And Chop and Brew were there. So there's a link down in my description to go to Chop and Brew and watch his video on it, and it just shows Gordon Strong talking about the new guidelines. So there's been chitter chatter on Facebook about it, and people upset about this and people happy about that, and you know, it just takes time for things to settle down, because when there's change, there's change. Some people like change and some people don't like change, and some people don't. Some people read into the change too much, and some people don't quite understand the change. But it is going to be a couple of months of progress to get it ironed out and tidied up with some feedback, and feedback from the people that need to use it. So if there is some feedback that you need to put in about it, do so. I think on the BJCP site there is a place that you can put some feedback in and your comments and have your say in what you think is going on. Woodrow Wilson, the 28th US President. Now, he vetoed the Prohibition law back in 1920, 1921, 1920, and he was overturned. But that is a wonderful name for a beer. Woodrow's Veto IPA. And it is a wonderful beer. And it's better than a wonderful beer now because it comes in little nano kegs. Look at these. It's even got a dolphin safe top. You know, not those little rubber rings that we used to have, because the dolphins, oh fuck, the dolphins, they just couldn't get the cans off. So they got pissed off, and the rubber rings they just threw on turtles and shit like that, and they got stuck on them. But these are dolphin friendly. So dolphin friendly tab rings, can holders. Not that friendly for me. Yep, there we go. One nano keg released from its hostage container. Finneys Brewery. Woodrow Veto. In a nano keg. Dang. Next. Fire, that's a good beer. the next one I'll taste. I had to bang back a tin. Been a long time since I've drunk a can of beer like that. Normally I savour the taste. Fuck, that's a good beer. Yum. Well done, Balin's Brewery. I'm going to have to change the name of my Homebrew Wednesday videos from being Homebrew Wednesday to Balin's Brewery Wednesday, because these guys are doing stuff really cool every week and I've got to talk about it. Last week they were the People's Choice at the Winter Ale Festival. The week before that, tap takeovers and bits and pieces for their first year birthday. This week, the release of nano kegs for their beer. There's more news about Balin's Brewery as well, but shh, we'll keep that quiet until it's announced. Because these guys are going to... Oh, wow, these guys are awesome. So, once again, cheers Aidan, cheers Steve, cheers Nikki, and cheers Kim for bringing Balin's Brewery to me in a can. Cheers. Have yourself another one. One more thing. I owe a couple of people a couple of beers, you know, some beer mail in return. So maybe one of these is going to come your way. And a bottle of my first SJ Pour beer. The one with the habanero and mace in it. The one that's a bit hot to handle for the competition. But yeah, so I might have to put some packages together. I wonder who's going to get those. We'll see.